What's up, guys? My name is Fletcher. I am a jazz guitar player and piano player, dabbling, and a music teacher. And I am going to share with you 3 quick things that you can do with your playing to make your jazz solos sound better without that much work. First one, this is great, especially for guitar players who are probably coming from rock and blues backgrounds, but any instrumentalist should do this. Incorporate some great blues licks into your solos. And I mean, like Grant Green, for instance. If you listen to the way he plays the guitar, he has the most amazing solos. And most of what he's doing, a lot of the time, is playing blues licks. Look up one of his transcriptions. There's 100 of them for free on the internet that you don't need to do your own. You can just look it up, learn some of those. Say you're confused in a tune, you're at the B section of some song that you didn't really practice that much, and you know that you're in the key of F for a second. How about this? 13th fret on the E string, 13th fret on the G string, 10th fret back home to F at the 10th fret. Charlie Parker blues lick. I learned it for free on some video somewhere. So that is an easy way to make your solos cool. Who doesn't love the blues? The second thing that this is really important is don't play as much. You know, especially if you're a guitar player or a bass player or a piano player where you don't need to breathe, you know, trumpet players and sax players, and if you play an instrument where you have to blow, you can't play forever because you have to breathe. We can play all day long, but that isn't what people want to hear. They want to hear a story and a conversation that makes sense and has breaks. So if you listen to Miles Davis, he plays one great note and he won't play for 2 bars. But you're listening to that one note because that's all there was. If I play 10 notes, they don't really mean as much. So not to say that you shouldn't know how to play fast. That's great and has its time, but I mean, what I'm remembering is the things that were concise and intentional and melodic. And that brings us to the third thing, how to make your solos more melodic. I think that this is often kind of overlooked for other things, believe it or not, but solos should be melodic. A couple things you can do quickly to make that more the case. Quote the melody. Play part of the melody back in your solo. I mean, if you listen to Monk or Coltrane, they do that all the time, especially Coltrane earlier when he was playing with Miles. So that's cool. I love that. It reminds you that you're playing a particular song. The audience is listening to opera pop. They're not just listening to a blues. You know, it's a pretty cool tool that people forget to do a lot of times. But the main thing I want to talk about is be able to sing what you're playing. This is really important. And, you know, you don't have to be a singer, but you're alone in your apartment, you're playing a scale. Make sure you know where the root of your scale is. And before you play something, hear it in your head. Try to hear. Start with something simple like that, but sing it before you play it. Because if you play it and then sing it, then you're not really doing anything. I mean, that's good to sing, but you're going to get the most out of this if you try to make it come from here and here before here. That's what you want to get better at, and that will make you better at telling a story with your soloing. And as you practice this, you can make it more elaborate and try to incorporate some leaps, or, you know, whatever. And this will, if you do a little of this, a few minutes a day, you will notice that your soloing becomes more intentional sounding and more believable. So thank you for listening. I'm Fletcher Suvia. Try these.